Hi, I'm David from MKDVB, and it's been 3 years since I pre-ordered the Moog Matriarch. And today, I ask and answer the question, was the Moog Matriarch worth it? It's complicated, so let's dig into it. Now, I pre-ordered in early 2019 because I had fallen in love with the Moog Grandmother, and the Matriarch promised to go next level. The Grandmother was awesome, but there were a few things that kind of bothered me about it, right? It didn't have aftertouch, just the fact that it was just kind of stodgy looking, and, you know, with the squat body shape and the size, it reminded me of my very first synth, which was the Radio Shack MG1, that kind of Moog clone. For me, that wasn't a good thing. So a supersized paraphonic Grandmother with aftertouch and with double the oscillators and double the filters and double nearly like everything is still to this day the only time that I've ever bought a synth on pre-order. But then it arrived, and you know, it wasn't long before I got buyer's remorse, right? I mean, it kind of happens sometimes. Also, you know, I had fallen in love with the Grandmother first, right? That was the sound first, and it wasn't that much separation between the two. And so when the Matriarch kind of came, it was just like, it was kind of like if I dumped my girlfriend and started dating her mom or something, right? Like the two were so alike that I didn't really get to experience that kind of new synth relationship feeling. Plus, you know, to be honest, $2,000 is just a ton of money for me to spend personally. And I couldn't help feeling like I should have just waited to buy it used. I got the Grandmother for $675. And yes, knowing I got a good deal makes the synth sound better. So anyway, you know, the stereo analog delay was at that point my favorite part of the synth. If the Moog or the Moog 500 delays, they weren't so ridiculously expensive, I probably would have just bought a pair of those and sold the Matriarch early on. Now it's 2022, and as you can see, the Matriarch is still here, and it may be a forever synth for me now. Yeah, I've just, you know, pulled so many amazing patches and sounds out of it and made a ton of music over this last 2.5 years. There's so many possibilities that you can kind of take it a lot of different places where Moogs don't normally go, or you don't really think that Moogs go. Yeah, one of the things that surprised me is that I didn't know that it was going to be such an ambient powerhouse of a synth. I can't imagine doing ambient music now without this thing. It's just got a deep, soulful vibe to it. Still so much left to explore on the synth, and still discovering new things every day. What the hell am I talking about? I don't play it every day. The more I use it, the more ways I discover how it can fit into my studio and fit into my workflow. It's got that great keyboard that you can connect to your gear using MIDI or CV. It's got the awesome stereo analog delay that you can use as an effects for your other gear. And, of course, all those patch points means that you can make it the heart of your modular rig. Don't even have to play it. Here's a track where we do kind of almost all the above. So yeah, you know, $2,000 is a lot of money. Let's be real. But it's kind of like going to school. At the time, it hurts. But once you get some distance, the pain fades, and what you're left with is the experience. Or in this case, the synth. And that makes it totally worth it. Oh, and I like it for leads too. Until next time, I'm David from MKDub, reminding you that the music we make is more powerful than the music we consume.